COVID's not a myth. These dumbass people don't want to wear masks and shit.
You
Oh,
see what
no,
I'm saying?
it doesn't affect the youth. Look at this. Look at my boy. Look what they've done.
Black people can't get COVID.
Look how they messed with my boy.
That was the craziest shit that
shit
was saying at the beginning of the
funny,
shit,
bro.
Niggas like black people can't get this shit. Next thing you knew,
The moment a black celebrity got it, everyone was like, "Oh." and then
it was Idris. It was
Idris,
got
yep.
He's not black.
Idris not black?
No, that's what they were saying.
Oh.
When the first celebrity got it,
Idris
Twitter was
not
just like, "Yo,
black.
he's not black like that. Like he's not black. Like
He's British, so he can't be black.
He's British. He can't be black.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down. I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion. I'm so cold-blooded. I fear nobody. I walk like a champion.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back after a long break. Yes, felt like forever, but we are back and we are virtual. It's your boy, the Deacon of Demon Time. And this episode 76 of the Saratoga Sports Pod, and I got my guys with me. We got y'all can't really see what's going on unless y'all are watching on YouTube, but to my left, I got just a friend in the building, Justin Thomas.
Yo, what's going on? You even told your people too.
mad close to the camera.
Oh, big zoom in. He doing the old man selfie and shit. But we fucking with it. I'm all for the shenanigans. And to my bottom, I got my guy.
Yo.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
We don't got the board.
We don't even have the board for this.
Wait,
So I'm sorry. That was a little flagrant. But you know what? It's all right because I missed him. So my guy John Blue Chew is in the building. How you doing, Brody?
What's going on, guys? I apologize for the past couple weeks. It was definitely my fault. I had that Rona, so
He got the Rona.
I was on death's door for a bit, but we live, and we back, and hopefully in the studio soon.
Yes, we'll definitely be back in the studio or whatnot soon. You know, it's all right, bro. We thought you was done, but you know what? We thought a lot of niggas was done. And I think it's a perfect segue because I just got one thing for y'all. I just want to play it real quick, and then we can just get right back into it. Cause yeah, it's like that. Yep. Cause Brady's a GOAT. Yep. And that's all I gotta say about that. The Super Bowl itself was whack, but I mean, damn, I can't believe this man got 7 rings now. They fucked up, bro. The league fucked up with this.
Oh, dude.
I hate slavery.
I mean, me and Justin briefly were talking about it before, but I mean, oh man, that man Mahomes, he needed some help, and everything just like unclicked at the wrong time for them. You know what I'm saying? They lost their left tackle. They had to move their right tackle over to the left. They had to move their guards outside. It was too much. And when you got pass rushers, when you got good linebackers, it became too overwhelming. Like I hate to say it, but yo, and me and Justin was talking about it. Todd Bowles coached a hell of a game, bro.
Coached the hell out of a playoffs.
Yes, absolutely. But
like
holding the
there
Chiefs
wasn't the offense
9 points
that they won, bro. It was definitely not the offense's fault that they won.
Yeah,
the whole thing, not just Super Bowl. I'm talking about throughout the whole playoffs.
Right.
But hey, man, I mean, don't bet if you've been quarantined for a week because I was so unplugged. I didn't realize about all the line stuff. And I mean, either way, you know, betting on the Chiefs seems like a pretty safe bet because you would expect them to score at least once.
Yes.
But I mean, it shit was hard to watch. Like I didn't even want to watch the second half.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it was rough, but hey, JT's boy Todd Bowles out here together.
I mean, he's our boy too. Temple
boys.
shit.
That's the Temple gang. And Bruce Arians.
Yep.
Yep.
Owls flying high. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's it's a great day on for North Broad. But you know, just going back to the game, like you said, Mahomes is really out there by himself. I mean, he had it's one thing to not have help from your offense, but to have absolutely no help from your defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're just looking for a disaster. I mean,
Every time they made a play, they just got a penalty and shot themselves in the foot
they
right
shoot
after.
themselves. I mean, I think one of the
It was
biggest.
just always something. It was just always one thing after another. They had the drive right where they hold them to a field goal. Thankfully, then they got the scheme coming along with the lady that named her son Brady after Tom Brady, calling the offsides penalty and basically leading to a touchdown. You know, you got a hold on a punt after Travis Kelce dropped that turns a 50-yard punt into a 30-yard punt. And it's just like one of those things is Murphy's Law with this game. Everything that could have gone wrong went completely wrong for these guys. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get stops on defense. Their line couldn't block. JPP, got his fingers back, and this is all of a sudden 2012. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, imagine never having a playoff loss.
Crazy.
He has 0 playoff losses.
He don't know what it feels like.
This shit is so crazy, bro.
No, that's wild. I mean, it's like you said, like shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah, and you also had the Tyrann Mathieu interception that was called back.
That was called
because of a
back.
hold, nowhere even near the play. I mean, it's just they had the third most penalties, penalty yards given up in Super Bowl history.
Yep.
Over 100 and I believe 60.
Yep.
I mean, you just can't. First of all, you can't even win like that on a regular game. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do that, right? And then you do it in the Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, yes,
Like,
there were
don't get me
some
wrong. Some of them were definitely like justified calls, but at the same time, like
Some were
it's
also
the
BS.
Super Bowl. Like it's a Super Bowl. You can't have the outcome of the game being decided by the refs.
That's what I'm saying.
And especially in the first half, like it was just so blatant where it's like there's like no penalties on the Bucks, and I'm sure not everything was clean there too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't sit here and tell me that y'all will call these holding penalties on Godwin's, Evans, and it's cool, whatever. Because you know what, at the end of the day, like some of those were, I feel like, a valid
That man
penalties.
Breland couldn't cover anything.
He was looking like Kevin
He
King.
couldn't
out
cover
there.
himself with a blanket.
He was
Bro,
looking like
he
Kevin
was
King.
fucking terrible.
But
Like they needed to just get him off the field.
But y'all are gonna sit here and tell me that they're doubling Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce every play, and they're not gonna call holding or pass interference or illegal contact one time? Like it just doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of the bullshit that was called, it definitely wasn't gonna call both ways in the first half. And that's it. I will say it improved significantly in the second, but by that time the score was already 21-9.
Yeah.
Or 21-6 rather, one of the two. 21-6.
And I think it makes it harder to fault the refs, I guess, only because the Bucks were even without the help of the refs, you could clearly tell the Bucks were outclassing the Chiefs on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that they only had to rush 4, like they rarely
didn't do
blitzed
that
the
all
entire
year.
game.
They
They only
five
rushed 4.
times. They blitzed 5 times the entire game.
And you think they were blitzing on every single play the way they were
Yeah.
getting into the back.
The way Pat Mahomes had to run for 500 yards.
You just saw it every single play.
On a bad toe.
Every single play.
Yeah. And he
They
still
picked
made good
their
passes
ball.
that people dropped.
Oh yeah, that's another thing me and Justin was talking about. There was the one that he threw to Tyreek Hill in the first half that it would have been a crazy catch.
That bounced off his face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, that
It
the
would've
one
been a
on
crazy
4th
catch.
down where he threw it falling and still threw a dime and it hit homie in the hands and he dropped it.
Darrell Williams, right?
Darrell
And you know
Williams,
what's
yep.
crazy about that? If Darrell catches that,
It's a
I
whole
hit my
different game.
touchdown prop.
Oh my goodness. Fucking then even the one where he threw it into the back of the end zone, that would have been a long shot. But he put it, like Justin said, he put it on the pylon. He put it on the
Literally put
pylon.
on the only place that his guy could have caught the ball.
Yeah.
Literally. And mind you, this man is running for his life on a bad toe. On top of that, it kind of was just unbelievable to me.
I think Eric Fisher, whenever his contract is, if he hasn't already signed one, he needs to just show management this game film and be like, this is why you need me. Because Eric Fisher, all pro left tackle, goes down in the championship game,
Mhm.
right? Bro, if he's there, not to say that it's vastly different, but it is definitely a significant. You don't have to worry about the left side because, all right, he can handle whoever they throw out there. JPP, Shaq Barrett, whoever they line up against him, he can handle it.
And
Yeah.
even if he's not blocking them 100% of the time, whoever the fuck was blocking JPP on that left side, or Shaq Barrett on that left
No one.
side
There
would
was
have
no one
at
there.
least cut it in half.
It was Eric Flowers to the shit.
Oh
There was a whole line of
Flowers.
Eric Flowers.
Yep, that's
Like,
a fact.
It was bad. A revolving door. Revolving door.
A literal revolving door. But I mean, this is another reason. Well, just getting back to like the whole legacy part of the game. It's like, it's just funny how the media kind of switches up on you, because now you got people saying, "Oh, Mahomes, you don't know if he's gonna make it back to another Super Bowl." Like how the Chiefs are gonna react to this. Like,
Football,
it's
you
just
never
kind of,
know
it's
if you're
just
gonna make it back to another Super Bowl.
right. I mean, it's just laughable to me. I think that this is gonna make him hungry though, because everybody needs something. Like, and
Adversity.
we were talking about this whole not we, but I was talking to my friends about this whole aspect of what a psycho competitor is, right? We're talking about like the Jordans, the Bradys, the Kobe's, like that level. We were debating whether or not Patrick Mahomes would be considered a psycho competitor. And I said he can't really be a psycho competitor because he's never really faced real adversity in the league. He's lost in the AFC Championship, but the expectations wasn't there. This is the first time where the expectation was there for him to succeed, and he didn't. So I think that he's either going to take this one way, and if I'm right, that he takes it to the way and he becomes more successful and more of he takes this and he builds off of it, versus like he takes and he just folds. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that he would be what I would consider a psycho competitor, but I think after this he will be.
So my thing with that, I do agree with you. I don't think of him as that like psycho competitor, if that's the term that you want to use.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, especially in football, is he can just go on to just torch every fucking year, and then just end up like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's going to be what the rest of the organization is going to do to put him in a position to succeed.
Right.
Like we already see like right now, Russ's camp is frustrated with the Seahawks because they're not fucking protecting him. And Russ is putting up, outside of the way that he finished this season, he puts up numbers almost every year. Mm-hmm. But it's like, do you see the Seahawks as a real title contender every year? No. Right. We had the Chiefs so high going in because they retained so many people from last year. And throughout most of the season, they look almost unbeatable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to be the issue. I think he will come back hungrier. I think he's still far and away, like, the arguably best quarterback in the league. So he's going to put up those numbers and do all the Patrick Mahomes things regardless, as long as he has someone to throw the ball to. But what it's going to come, when it comes down to the team's success, that's where it gets tricky. Because now you have an embarrassing Super Bowl defeat, like completely embarrassing. You have questions up and down the offensive line. You don't know what's going to happen with free agency, who's going to want to stay after this, so many things. So it's like there's a lot of different factors that can go into that. And that's what it is. Like those other people you mentioned two other basketball people with him. Mm. You know what I mean? Like, and Tom Brady was in a stable organization that always put together pieces up until basically this year, but still right. That they put him in a position to succeed, kind of making a super team. We don't know what's going to happen with the Chiefs going forward. The one thing we know is Andy Reid right now. We don't know what's going to happen with Eric Bieniemy after I'll give you next year. Even with Spagnuolo and just everything else, like you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I think what also helped the Patriots during like their dynasty run and things like that was that Brady was taking pay cuts so that they could sign better free agents or keep guys around. And I think you kind of saw that with Mahomes' contract. Even though it's a huge deal, it's spaced out over 10 years. So that gives them cap flexibility. But they may be dominant for the next maybe 2 or 3 years. But Travis Kelce, I didn't realize he's 31 already.
Yep.
All right. So he's only maybe got 2 years.
Yeah, but he's a tight end though. They can play for fucking ever.
I mean,
but blocking tight end towards the end of his career.
But that's the thing. I mean, his blocking is very shady as it is now. He's a receiving tight end.
He's a big wide receiver. That's it.
So, you don't know how his body reacts, over the next 2 or 3 years. Tyreek Hill, you don't know what's going to happen with him. I mean, I assume he stays. Yeah. But outside of that, and you seem to have a good running back with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But on the defensive side of the ball, right, there's a lot, like even throughout the season, we noticed there were
Tyrann Mathieu, Chris Jones, and everybody else.
Exactly. Like you knew there were holes there.
Right.
It's just the offense was so good that you can just cover it up. But in a few years, what's that defense going to look like? Will
Right.
Spagnuolo end up moving on? Will Bieniemy end up moving on? And if that's the case, what happens to the offense? When Andy Reid retires, which he'll retire before, Mahomes sees the end of his contract.
Right.
What will the Chiefs look like then? So like to John's credit, or to John's point, I should say, it does kind of get, I don't think that he will never see another Super Bowl, but it feels more likely after this loss that he may end up on the Aaron Rodgers path than the, more so the Tom Brady path.
Yeah, but it's so convenient for us to say it right now because he lost. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Honestly, even if he won.
Nah, I think if he wins, he already has 2. So then at that point, it's like, okay, he only has to be, I guess, have a great team for 4 more years out of his next 12 or 13.
Yeah.
But
at this point, I'm not even talking about surpassing Brady. I'm just, because now that he lost to Brady in the Super Bowl, it's going to be hard for him to like.
He'd have to get 8, and I don't think
you have to be 8. It's not even necessarily like him getting 8. It's just him getting like it. That's out the question. That's just completely out the question.
I think that's when you ask the weight of the rings.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But even at the same time, it's like, I feel like for him, it's just whether or not like they can just form a team to win, not even in the next 2 years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like 10 years down the line. Because you got to think, Tom Brady went a whole 10 years of his career without winning. Like he won that Super Bowl in 2004 and didn't win his next one for another 10 years until he beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just really a matter of, down the line, how will they be able to like have talent? That's obviously something like, how are we going to know? Because it's only been done one time. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's really my only fear. I think they have their window is still open for them to win a championship.
As long as Mahomes is on the team, you have a window.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, So I don't know. It's interesting. All I know is y'all know how I feel about Brady. Y'all know I fuck with him as a football player. I don't want to see him at any more Super Bowls. The NFL cannot let it happen. He got 7. That's it. Like, all right. At this point, like it is like how?
I feel like it's I'm not gonna say it's rigged because the fucking Bucks defense played their ass off.
Damn sure did.
I definitely am not gonna sit here and say it's rigged, but like the narrative just lined up perfectly. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oldest quarterback in the league finally leaves the Patriots, forms the super team, which I listen. Y'all know I'm not really a hater. I just don't like super teams, so that's why I didn't like the Bucks.
True.
But they did it. So shout out to them. But they formed this super team. They win in this pandemic season after facing adversity. I didn't know that they're the last team to have a bye week. That does kind of explain some of the downfall and then why they started playing so well after.
Yep. Yeah, their bye week was like, it was dumb late. I want to say it was like week 14 or some shit like that.
Yeah. Like going into that, and then I was someone who expected them to be a first round exit, and Todd Bowles proved me wrong. And I don't know. It's just the way the narrative was set up. Him doing all of that, winning the ring this year, being the first team to have a home team advantage in a Super Bowl and winning, like getting fans in the crowd for it because Florida isn't in a pandemic. It was such a fitting end for the season, for the narrative, like for whatever you want to do. But yeah, no, like they cannot. He should not be in another Super Bowl, bro.
He can't. I feel like it. You know what it is, and it's like I got so much respect for the man that I feel comfortable enough to say that, like, all right, like there's nothing more that he can do. Like, bro, you're like to me, he was already the GOAT after he won. He won the 6th one. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. He won a 7th one. Like this is unprecedented, which is like my money was with Kansas City the whole time. I was riding Mahomes all the way, but at this point, like all I could do is just kind of like laugh and kind of like, I'm just enamored by the fact that like they found a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy thinking about like all the narratives that was going into this season, like, oh, like between Brady and Belichick, like, oh, it was Brady, like who was more important to the success and who was more like detrimental to New England's success. And I still feel like it's a great balance of both of them. I'm not taking anything away from any of them, But for Tom to go out and win a Super Bowl with a completely different franchise, it's not an easy thing to do.
It's not, but I tell you, the Bucks definitely put him in the position to succeed, though.
And listen, I think we can all take something away from this. Is that, great people help you win games, but great organizations, like they put people in to succeed. And that's my takeaway from it, is that, all right, cool. We're going to get this 43-year-old quarterback, but you know what? We're going to make sure our defense is set. We're going to make sure we got the right people calling plays. We're going to make sure that we got the receivers for him. We're going to make sure we have a very solid running back. And shout out Leonard Fournette, because I think he was probably like the dark horse candidate for, their success in the postseason. You know what I'm saying? He's been killing in all games.
Bro, did you see what Todd Gurley said?
What?
He was like, no disrespect to Ronald Jones. He's a bad dude too, but he was like, but if I got a running back who's willingly bald, I'm definitely giving him the ball at the 1 yard line. Man, Leonard Fournette came into college bald, bro.
That's funny. I mean, it's crazy because Ronald Jones almost lost the ball on a fumble.
Definitely did.
That goal line. Oh,
definitely did. But yeah, overall, the Super Bowl was whack. I mean, and I speak for the masses when I say we're tired of seeing Brady win. But you know what? It kind of just is what it is at this point. Like, I've seen it so much in my life that should I really be surprised? And should I really have bet against Tom Brady? But you know what? It is what it is, bro.
I also don't even see the Bucks just being anywhere near the same team next year. Like, with all their pending free agents and everything like that. Like, to me, this is just a miracle run. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro.
I mean, they're still bringing back guys. I mean, Mike Evans is coming back. Devin White's coming back.
Devin White is a fucking stud, bro.
He's
only his second year.
Yeah,
he is a stud.
Their secondary is all young, coming back.
Everyone in their secondary is under 24 years old.
That's crazy.
That is ridiculous. Murphy Bunting, fucking Carlton Davis, all of those dudes, bro. And by the way, I loved him throwing up the peace sign at Tyreek Hill after he.
Bro, okay, so some of my boys in my group chat were like, "Oh, it was tasteless, it was pussy." I'm like,
okay,
bro, what? Like, no, Tyreek Hill.
Did you not see what Tyreek Hill did when he put up 270 and 3 touchdowns on him in the first half?
Bro, he threw him the peace sign and then did a backflip
in the first half. It's pretty OD.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you deserve that, bro. It's not the fucking offensive line can't help him.
Hell yeah.
Like, if you give up that much yards, you deserve getting the peace sign thrown at you.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was Tyreek's fault.
Definitely.
But if you get clamped up in the Super Bowl, you deserve to have the peace sign thrown back at you.
I loved it. That was the most entertaining part of the second half.
I just, like, if I were him, I probably would have done it earlier. Because I feel like at the end of the game where there's no hope, you know what I mean? Then it's just like, all right, you're rubbing salt in the wound. But, like, I don't care. I just feel like if I were him, I would have done it in the first half because this man put this shit on you in the first half.
Nice.
But there was no like, but you can't do it in the first half.
He didn't really have a moment.
There wasn't a moment because they had this nigga on. They were double teaming this nigga every time he got off the line. So it's not even like they were really throwing the ball to him like that.
But like, I'm telling you, that tweet, it literally looked like I was watching a fucking Ravens offense. Like, you have one threat, which Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, trying his best to get open, fucking selling. Tyreek is the number one option everywhere, which is cool, but they were doubling him and just had him blanketed all game, and no one else could do anything else. So Pat Mahomes is just like, well, I'm either going to get sacked or I'm going to toss up a prayer and someone's going to be there. Someone's going to be there. I don't know if they're going to make the catch, but someone will be there. Like, bro, it's literally fucking what Bomani said of you got to call Lamar a pocket passer when he's standing there for 20 seconds waiting for someone to be fucking open.
It was crazy, bro.
Sammy Watkins was you didn't even know he was playing.
That's what I was saying.
I think he made one catch. They made this big stink about him like not practicing all week, and all he does is make one catch for like 12 yards.
Yep. Waste. Demarcus Robinson, waste. You know what I'm saying? And this is why when I tell
I've been saying this about the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I've been telling people like, the Chiefs wide receivers are not good.
This is exactly when people will be like, oh, Patrick Mahomes got all these weapons. He really has two. And I mean, like, all right, you know what? Don't get me wrong. Like, having two weapons is good.
Having two number one options.
Yes, but you know what I'm saying? Yes, having 2 number 1 options is really good. I will say that. But a lot of people have at least one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Everybody has.
People trying to make it seem like the Chiefs have like
Not everyone has
5 options that are like.
I would say like 26 of the 32 quarterbacks got a number 1 option.
I don't even think there's 26 like quarterbacks.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
They still got a number 1 option. What do you got?
Right.
Alex Smith still got McLaurin.
Right. And fucking Antonio Gibson. Boom. There's the 2 options.
Right. What do you call it? Who else? Minshew had
Shark. Yeah, Shark.
Yeah.
And fucking and James Robinson. So they got 2 options.
Right. What do you call it? What's the Burrow had AJ Green.
Nah, we're not counting AJ Green.
You're not counting AJ?
Nah, you're not
counting
most
of the year. We'll give Burrow got T.
He got T Higgins. He had Joe Mixon when he not healthy.
I mean, hell, Trubisky had Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson.
And he didn't even know it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Jimmy G got Debo. Nah, everybody. I feel like I will make the exceptions. Like the Ravens, they don't got a number 1. Jets don't got a number 1.
Giants don't got number 1.
Giants don't got a number 1.
We got Pro Bowler Evan Ingram though.
Oh my god,
bro! They need to take that shit away from him.
They do.
He lost the game for you guys. He's the reason why you're not in the playoffs.
Oh, we know.
Hey, by the way, if anyone needs a left tackle, we have one for sale right now.
Right.
If you didn't
I just seen a report that said the Jets are eyeing Allen Robinson and Will Fuller. Actually, no, Juju and Will Fuller.
I don't know about Will Fuller, but I feel like Juju would be good for you guys. Nice possession receiver.
I swear to God, if this nigga comes into MetLife doing these TikTok dances, I'm out of here. I'm out.
Him and Mekhi Becton. Corvette.
Nah, when niggas said after that playoff game and people in the Browns was like the Corvette out of gas, bro.
Niggas still be trolling in the group chat today because of the Corvette shit. That shit is so funny.
I'm sure they deserve it.
Man,
of course he's in the Super Bowl commercial too.
Oh man, yeah, it was. Yo, wait. Speaking of Super Bowl commercials, I just want two more things on football. All right, so what do y'all feel like was the best Super Bowl commercial? If y'all have any ones that stick out.
Oh, okay, Drake from State Farm.
Drake from State Farm. Okay, wait, that's your pick. John, you go. I feel like me and John will have the same.
Good. I saw it before the Super Bowl, but the Alexa Michael B. Jordan commercial is mad funny.
I thought it was really good. I thought that was really good.
That commercial was done well.
No, screw that commercial. No, you know why? Because I saw the commercial beforehand too. Kylie Dead sent that shit to me on Instagram, and she was just like, "Oh, hey, so what if I got this Alexa?" I was like, someone wants to be single, huh? This is crazy.
I just saw it on Instagram and I was like, this is just done so well.
Alexa, dim the lights. No, Alexa, don't dim the lights.
Like, what? Why are you cooking? Man? We just ordered food.
Bro, I was like, sorry, it's all fun and games till I get my Alexa.
I look like Chloe Bailey.
Listen, an Alexa like Chloe Bailey. Oh yeah, I'll have her hanging up right on that wall right there, right behind.
Not her hung up on the wall.
Oh man, that's wild.
Hey yo,
what the 50 Shades of Grey?
Right.
Nah. My favorite was definitely the fucking Shaggy commercial, bro. That shit.
Oh, that was with the Tito's.
Yeah, that shit was so good with fucking Ashton and Mila Kunis.
I think Drake from State Farm might be it though.
I liked it because it had the cameo of the original discount double check dude.
Mm-hmm.
With the cheese head. I like that.
Yeah, that was very valid. Like
I think
because you got Mahomes, Rodgers, Drake from State Farm, and then Drake was in it. Getting Drake in a commercial is actually very tough.
That's a fact.
Drake is always entertaining.
And they had Ant-Man in it too. They had
he was in
it.
Yeah, Paul Rudd definitely was in it. Yep.
I really wish they would have done like a look at like if they did him and Mahomes and like look at us. Look at us.
I might need to look into State Farm life insurance policies because this shit looking all right.
Oh
I mean, if they got money for Super Bowl commercials, they got money to insure your stuff. So
even the new basketball ones where Chris Paul is like, wait, is this a commercial? Like those are funny.
Yes.
I miss
like him Paul, or like him just hearing the music. It's just like, oh my god, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, they got like a lot of good like representatives, bro.
The Alfonso Ribeiro ones are still top tier.
Yeah.
I am CP3.
Nigga was wilding. Yeah, bro. Getting Carlton in the fucking commercials is so they got a lot of reps because they got Carlton, now Drake, They got what's it
I don't
called?
think Drake's gonna be a continued
Well,
character.
I know Drake's not gonna be a continued character, but I mean, you know, they've definitely cut
You still have
you
the
know.
two best quarterbacks in the league.
Yes,
They had the two best point guards in the league because they had Steph.
They
there
did.
at one
I did
point.
have Steph.
Yeah,
They had Dame too.
they
Remember they had the whole thing.
Yeah, nah, State Farm is advertising, dog. Telling you,
bro. All right, you know what's an underrated one? I don't know if you guys remember it. The Four Seasons commercial.
Four Seasons.
It was a commercial for a I guess a website builder, Fiverr or something like that.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you know, we help build your website and make people understand like who you are.
Mhm.
And it was the Four Seasons, and it was a spoof of when what was it, Giuliani and them called that press conference after the election
Right.
at the Four Seasons landscaping
Right.
shit.
I did not see it.
No, it wasn't necessarily funny, but I thought it was so clever because of it was
It was
literally
just
just
done
making
well.
it was just making fun of like the whole they really had a press conference outside of a landscaping company shit
Right.
instead of the Four Seasons hotel.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, is
They
this the
had,
lobby? We're not a hotel.
They had a few. They had that. They had the Elon one, the SpaceX one, which my boy Elon go get us to space some way somehow. I'm trying to think about any other ones that stood out. Those. Yeah, I think y'all picks were really good.
Honestly, they weren't great. I mean, I get it because it was COVID
Yeah.
and stuff like that, so you
They
probably
were
limited what you could
like
do.
overly memorable, I feel like.
There was no Bud Light commercials though. No Bud Light commercials.
Yes,
No,
there
there
was.
was.
There was. It was the one where they had all the Bud Light guys
Yeah.
from
All the old
years past.
the people from the old commercials.
Yeah.
Oh,
they had
you know what? Yeah, you're
They
right.
had the Real Men of Genius guy. That
Yeah.
dude's a legend. Love those commercials. They had the Bud Knight. Everybody
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That was a good one. But yeah,
Doug Peterson.
there really wasn't any like really memorable
Yeah.
ones.
All right. So just to put a bow on this year's football season and everything. So what are y'all gonna pour one out for this season?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers? You want to explain? I could get the berserk music going. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm glad I'm glad he won the MVP and all, but like at the end of the day, this was another wasted year of greatness by the Packers for just not and just this man just do like what more can Aaron Rodgers do? Don't get me wrong, he didn't have the best fucking game, but still, like it's for someone who constantly puts that team on his back,
Mhm.
like you just wish it had a better ending for him, you know?
True.
Because his window is clearly closing, but it's just like, man, he's
He
just
got
so
1 year.
fucking good. He's so good. Fuck that. Let him leave and go join a super team. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I wouldn't be mad either.
Off principle, I'd have to be mad, but like, my
I'm
mad.
about to say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They would have to be mid for the whole season though. And then, once they get to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
then
I mean, shit. Like, I like I honestly like Stafford going to the Rams.
I love it.
We were
Niggas-
on hiatus
niggas
when
need-
that shit
Niggas
happened.
need to stack that team. So
I mean,
Stafford could
he
get
was
one.
pretty stacked already.
I mean, yeah.
And they just gave up Goff and like what
that
a
team was
pick.
that team was all that team was a quarterback away.
And something else, I think.
Literally, think about all the money they spent on their wide receivers. Like they have, we'll say neither of them are number one options, but they're still good ass options.
Oh, you're talking about the Rams. I thought you were talking about the Lions. But I'm saying
The Lions, and then Matt Stafford's not there. I don't give a shit about the Lions anymore.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But now Matt Stafford will probably get some flowers because now he's got good receivers, a great defense,
and a great head coach.
Yeah, like I'm really looking forward to what the Rams look like.
That division is gonna be ridiculous next year. I'll tell you that. Hello, JT's mother. How's it going? She's like slid in the background.
Couldn't just let it rock.
Nah, I
Like
couldn't.
closed doors don't mean anything.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, closed doors don't mean shit.
Mm.
You knew that.
But
Oh man. All right. So you're choosing Aaron Rodgers.
yeah,
All right, that's valid. Justin.
Pour one out for the Sam Darnolds. Because his career in New York is, I mean, it is, I would love it if he's here, but the writing on the wall is basically he's not going to be here. I'd be very, very shocked if he was. I think that for what his potential was, he was ruined by Adam Gase. And it also hurt that Josh Allen had this type of season that he did.
Right.
Well, he got a number one. So
That's the thing, and that's really what it comes down to in the league.
And
You need to
O-line.
help. You need to help your quarterback. You need to get an O-line. The Jets didn't do that at all for Sam Darnold, and he suffered. I mean, not only his play, his confidence suffered. I mean, his trade stock probably suffered a little bit as well.
Mhm.
So pouring out for that guy. Hopefully, I think he will resurrect his career. I think it'll almost be like a what do you call it, Baker Mayfield situation where he just finally gets the better coach, gets some weapons, and then he'll actually prove that he is a legit quarterback in this league.
Yeah,
So,
but where?
Right.
I would love to see him in. I'd really like to see him in Indianapolis. I think that there's some weapons there, especially a young team like that. Pittsburgh would be a good spot for him because of the weapons they have there, and a good coach in Mike Tomlin. Other than that, I'm not really sure where he goes. I mean, if we could trade him to the Texans and get Deshaun back, that would be amazing. But he needs, just like what every quarterback needs, he needs an offense line and he needs at least one weapon.
One guy to throw to.
Yeah.
One guy. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
I mean, I could see him like, I don't know where he's going to end up, if this Deshaun trade happens or not, which it seems like it might not. At least in the beginning, I could see shit hitting the fan after a couple of they try it out for a little bit, you know what I mean? Go through camp, see what happens. But like I said before, like I feel like Darnold, I wouldn't be surprised if he's on a team that like has a question mark at quarterback and then plays his way to that position, you know what I mean? Like I could see, let's just say he somehow ends up backing up on the fucking Lions. I can see him stealing that job.
Mhm.
I always said the Bears, like he would just end up there and just taking that shit.
You know what I could see? I could see the Saints as a dark horse.
I mean, yeah, I could definitely see that because we know it's not fucking Taysom Hill.
And who knows if they trust Jameis enough yet? So I
Yeah,
mean,
but
Yeah.
there's a place out there for Sam Darnold once he's freed from the shackles of the Jets.
yep. And Lord knows that is quite the hefty shackle.
Yeah. What about you, Miles?
A hefty shackle indeed. Wow, this is very tough. I am actually I'm gonna be nice. I was gonna choose violence, but I'm gonna be nice. I'm pouring out for Drew Brees, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be nice. Because at the end of the day, for him to
And his
have
ribs.
say what's up?
So fuck him and his ribs.
And his ribs. For as much of a storied career as he's had, you know what I'm saying? Like he was really leading in basically every major category before he got hurt. And obviously Brady has all those records now. And this past season is probably going to be his last. And all he has to show for it is one ring. Now, I'm not trying to shit on one ring because you know what? One ring can do wonders for somebody's career. Like Bruce Arians now has one ring. And now he's probably looked at as one of the greatest coaches, in the NFL, if not already.
Same with Andy Reid. One ring gave a lot to his legacy.
Exactly.
Yeah, Andy Reid that one ring was the only thing missing from his legacy. He had everything else.
Literally, like his coaching tree had more rings than him at some point. So, but you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pour one out for him because I'll say he did go out kind of sad. Like he just looked like an old ass nigga that couldn't really throw the ball down the field. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Good luck at broadcasting, my brother. Bring some fucking color to color commentating in the booth. What?
What's the chaos answer?
Oh, the chaos answer? No. I ain't gonna do that.
Why not?
No, because you know what? It's not really pouring one out for the Texans. I'm really pouring up for Deshaun because he needs to get the fuck up out of there. And in real life, these niggas need to trade him because he don't want to. Because I really want the shit to get ugly. This is like the controversy in me. This is me saying, yo, I hope Deshaun sits out and y'all have to trade him for a second round pick and fucking Zach Cunningham to some random ass team so that way he could kill.
Not them trading their two best players.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, I feel that just because Deshaun deserves it,
Mhm.
but I just feel bad because the new coach. That's what I feel bad for.
Oh, well, I mean, he set himself up. Well, I mean, he's obviously a Ravens guy,
Yeah,
but he set himself up. I wouldn't have gone anywhere near that job. I don't care if they was like, hey, Miles, I'm offering you da 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 da, but we don't know if Deshaun's going to be our star, our quarterback, even though they thought that he was going to be. But I still think he's.
They keep telling him he is. They keep going. No, he's.
They have to say that. They have to say that. Here's the thing: if the Jets trade Sam Darnold to the Colts or to the Bears, whichever team basically doesn't get Carson Wentz and they get something good in return, you can't tell me that they can't package that for Deshaun Watson. The Jets are gonna have to make them an offer that they cannot refuse. It has to be the Jets. It has to.
And if I'm David Culley, when I go in there, I go, Deshaun is great, but if he doesn't want to be here, let's get all we can, and start this rebuild right.
Right.
Let's get a decent enough quarterback. Let's get some picks. Let's try and build a line and get all these assets that fucking Bill O'Brien lost. But then this goes into what the GM wants to do.
Yep. So that's a fact. And I know he don't want to trade Deshaun, but if Deshaun want to get out of there, gotta let it go. I'm telling you that the relationship is already toxic. So.
And bro, JJ Watt might not be a Texan next season.
It's crazy.
That's crazy to think about, man.
Very crazy to think about. Talk about choosing violence. Y'all got JJ Watt not even wanting to be on the squad no more.
Mr. Texas JJ Watt.
Hell yeah. And
that's a good big brother though.
I mean, he's not. He did make a good point though.
I mean, yeah, but also at the same time, this nigga Aaron Donald's not supposed to be putting up those type of numbers as a defensive tackle. You're not supposed to get. You're not supposed
to get 14 sacks as a defensive tackle. Like that. You're supposed to stop the run.
Yeah.
Absorb.
Like a good year is supposed to be 4 sacks.
Literally.
And he's also fucking the focus of the defensive line while Cam Hayward's getting doubled. So TJ ends up getting single a lot.
Same with Bud Dupree. Yep.
So
it goes a lot of ways. I see both arguments. I like TJ Watt.
Oh yeah, TJ Watt's definitely easily a top D end.
Aaron Donald got 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Yeah, Hall of Fame. Spell it out.
Like he has nobody else on that line to help him out.
That man
Aaron
benches
Donald.
500.
He benches 500.
He's probably about as tall as all of us, but he probably weighs as much as the three of us combined.
Yo, yeah. You ever see the documentary on him, like growing up?
300 pounds with abs, bro.
Crazy.
Son, man was in his he said he still goes to, I don't know if it's now, but I know I watched the documentary like 2 years ago on him, and he still goes to his dad's house in like Pittsburgh or whatever it is, wherever they are in Pennsylvania, and still works out on like their old ass bench and weight set.
Iron equipment.
Yeah, in the basement. Mm-hmm. Shit's ridiculous.
Because I saw it was a clip from some, I think it was Lefko, and DK was there, and they go, "Yo, how much can you bench?" And he's like, 500. And DK's like, "What?" And then I go, "How much do you bench?" And he goes, "Damn, I wish I could change my answer." And DK said like 350 or some shit.
and DK is literally an action figure.
Yeah.
You know, Donald is
talk about zoning out in the fucking gym, yo. This man, Aaron Donald, he's unbelievable.
Right. I mean, shit, he's been doing it for a long time.
Yep.
Like you specifically game plan for Aaron Donald. You don't have to specifically game plan for why. He's in your scouting report, but there are other people you have to worry about.
Yeah.
You only really have to worry about Aaron Donald.
Can you tell me the other significant players on the Rams defensive line? There you go.
Even who's their linebacking?
There you go.
I can't even tell you, bro. I really
tell you Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey.
Yep.
That's it. But they have a good overall defense, but they don't have the star power and the names that the Steelers defense does.
It also helps that
Brandon Staley is now with the Rams. Not with the Rams. He's now with the Chargers. So that's gonna be.
I mean,
I just realized he low-key didn't even have to move his family or anything. Like he lost the Rams job and took the Chargers job. That's pretty dope. You're playing in the same fucking stadium too.
Same commute to work.
Right. Exactly. You just basically flipping sides.
That's funny. But yeah, I guess that's it for the foosballs.
That's it for football, man. It was a good season, you know. I mean,
it was rough. It was rough.
It
was rough.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Don't worry, guys. We got next year.
That's right.
That's all Jet fans. That's what we say every year.
Hell yeah.
Just
Hell
end the season.
yeah.
Let us know if you need a left tackle.
Hey, we'll take that running back off your hands for you. Not
Nah,
the
you're
old
good,
one.
bro.
Which one? There's three.
I want the JK.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
you on the JK? Okay, I thought you were talking about the LJ.
You.
Hey,
Yes.
Deshaun
I
goes
am.
to New York, might cop
I
that
am
black
shaming
jersey.
my own black quarterback back during Black History Month. It is interesting.
Hate to see it.
Yes, we really.
That's also what sucks about this Super Bowl. But we were having a good.
MAGA Brady.
We were having a good Black History Month too, man. What do you call it? LeBron got a white woman to apologize on social media. What else? What else happened?
Yeah,
Other good things happened too.
I'm about to say, yeah, this Black History Month has been forgettable to start. Let's put it like that. You got MAGA Brady out here, just winning again. It's
In
tough,
fucking MAGA, Florida.
in MAGA, Florida. Oh,
It's just ironic though, because it's MAGA Brady, but it's an all-black coaching staff.
Facts.
Oh man! All right.
Can we replace?
Ain't no white dudes on that defense.
Nope. Nope.
that is a blacks
That is a black.
only defense. You hear me? That is a black.
Dr. Umar's the assistant DC.
No, he's their motivational speaker.
It's wild. It's wild how MAGA Brady's really leading a team of black people. Crazy.
Scotty Miller didn't even get to.
He didn't even like. Did he even get a catch?
I don't even think Scotty. Yeah, I don't think Scotty Miller did anything.
Nah, you knew Brady wasn't trying to look at any. Wasn't trying to have any black people catch touchdowns. Cause you see, he tried to throw to the offensive lineman.
Bro, I feel like the receivers didn't catch anything. They were just drawing penalties.
That's what it seemed like.
I feel like the only person who caught anything was Gronk.
And AB, Gronk and AB, that was it.
Gronk and AB. Yep.
Did Mike Evans even make a catch?
I don't know.
I feel like he didn't. I think he might have had one.
I know Godwin had a catch, but
So, hey, where does Godwin go?
I think he stays.
I don't think he stays.
Really?
They're
Think he's
gonna
out?
try and restructure some contracts up there.
Someone is going to give him the bag. He's not saying
We should pay him, but you know what? I that's here nor there.
He should go to the Ravens. Y'all need to go out.
What I heard is we're probably gonna get Galladay.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like Galladay.
That's good.
That's one of the we don't have a lot of cap room, but like that's probably where our cap room is gonna go, which I'm not mad at.
I can see Galladay going to the what do you call it? Because he declined the offer from Detroit, so I can see him going to the. I can look. You see him going to the Eagles. A lot of former Lions go to the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, because that's what happened with Darius Slay.
Yep,
But he got traded.
he's still going to the Eagles.
Yeah, but it's different than free agency.
Oh, he's probably gonna tell his boy to come through, especially if they trade Wentz and they get Hurts, and make him the starter.
I don't know, man.
Dang, can you imagine if Jalen Hurts ends up balling out?
I can only imagine.
And do what?
Listen, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just glad they finally I'm just glad they were able to be freed from the shackles of Doug earlier than anyone anticipated.
Wow.
Did you hear what some players were saying? It wasn't even Doug's fault. Like it was beyond Doug and Wentz. It's mostly management.
I believe it.
Which I believe.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
Well, was it
I
Jeffrey
never thought
Lurie?
Doug was a good coach to begin with, so.
Hey, I don't think any Eagles fans would. I would kill to be in the spot where my team has won a championship in my lifetime.
It's all right. That time.
I guess I can say that because I haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
you might, hey,
that time will come for you, Justin. You just may be old and decrepit by the time that it does.
Your
I'm
Nets
banking on
might
the-
have a chance.
If they don't win by the time I'm 35, so the next actually no, by the time I'm 40, it's not happening. I'm calling it. If it doesn't happen in the next 15 years, it's not
What
happening.
if you get a generational quarterback?
When?
Maybe if y'all get Deshaun, I'm
When you're
hoping
39.
y'all. I really hope Deshaun goes to the Jets.
We tried to have one and we ruined him. Now we're about to trade him.
Now you're about to trade him,
I was
right?
gonna say, what if when you're 39, you end up drafting the next like Russ or some shit?
Yeah,
Indeed.
it won't happen.
Can't believe football season's really over. Now it's just everything else.
So follow us at Saratobi Sports on Instagram, Twitter, and go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, wherever you're listening or wherever you want to listen, we're gonna be there regardless. So find us on whatever your preferred listening device is, platform, whatever. And you guys can follow me on Twitter at @OffenderNormal. And guys,
Big facts. Y'all already know. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, worldwidewest_11, because everywhere I go, I leave a worldwide mess. And yeah, man, rest in peace to the great Henry Hank Aaron. We lost a great one in the baseball community and one of the best advocates. You know, he had to deal with a lot. Niggas was getting death threats, you know, as he's approaching, you know, 755, because I'm not 755, 714, you know. So a nigga that had to deal with shit like that at that time period in his life, it's crazy. And I could never imagine. I'm forever grateful for that. And with that said, Black Lives Matter. Y'all have a great week.
Yeah. So yeah, what Miles said. And let's see. What else? What else? What else? I think that might be it. Yeah, you can follow me _J_Thomas_24 on the Twitters. I've been tweeting a lot, been getting a lot of engagement. It's really fun. I'm enjoying it. Basketball season is in full swing. And that's about it. Nematodes are people too.
I got ice in my veins. Walk like a champion, champion, champion. I'm so cold-blooded, I fear nobody. Ain't no letting down, I won't let you down. 'Cause I got ice in my veins. I talk like a champion, like a champion.